Have you been to a bank lately to try to borrow some money for your real estate investments? It wasn't too easy, was it? Are there any alternatives out there? Yeah, there are a number of alternatives, and I'm thinking mostly about that individual investor who needs more return on his money and more stability. Think about the 65 or 70-year-old investor situation where they're at the point where they're not trying to actively grow their portfolio. They're just thinking about how to protect it and how to protect their income, because income for the rest of their lives is probably going to be one of the more important things. Well, what are their options? Well, they've been in the stock market most of their adult lives, and here in the last 10 years, it's been as bad as it is to borrow money from a bank right now. It's been worse in the stock market for the last 10 years. In 2000, the Dow was 11,700 or so, or peaked at that. Well, what is it today? 11,100. How's that return for 10 years? Completely flat or even negative. Maybe a little positive if you had some dividend stocks, but really, really bad if you're trying to grow your worth or have much income at all. Well, what if you're going to go safe instead of the volatility of the stock market? You could be in CDs or money markets. Well, I just looked this morning, Bank of America on their 1-year CD with a $10,000 minimum, they're paying 0.6%. Wow, 0.6% on $100,000. What's that, $600 a year? $50 a month? Yeah, can you live on that? Yeah, right. You can, what, not even go to the grocery store for 50 bucks. All right, so how long would it take that investor to double their $100,000 at 0.6%? Well, the rule of 72 says 120 years. Do you think there's going to be inflation over the next 120 years? Yeah. So absolutely, they get no purchasing power. That's just a completely defensive move if they're buying CDs right now, whether they see it that way or not. Well, what if they invest it with you? What could you pay them? Could you pay them 8% on their money on $100,000 for $8,000 a year income or growth, or about 700 bucks a month? Do you think people would be interested in that if they were pretty sure that it was a secure investment? And if it was backed by real estate at a really conservative loan to value? Well, yeah, if you had any credibility with them, I think you'd really have their attention. Yeah, some people are afraid of real estate with what's happened, but actually I think a lot of people understand that this is a great time to be buying real estate because we're at the bottom of the market. So think about the people you know who might be near retirement, at retirement, or been in retirement for a while, who need the income and need the security, and talk to them about what you can offer them if they invest with you. Now, they become your #1 customer, so you have to make sure that you totally take care of them. Make sure they get paid on time, every time. But you're a good real estate investor, and you're conservative as well with other people's money, and you can make sure that they get that return.